I'm also sort of kind of tempted to grind the calories out, because the sooner I find out that Hilda is either good or not good, is the sooner I can keep her in the party or replace her. We actually want to spend all of our money here. Arc Cure, we can hold off on that. Let's do this here. And to cover our bases, oh, you don't even have it. Who has... Oh, you have the resurrection. Oh. That's fine, actually. That's fine. I do gotta say, Ricardo is creating a very strong argument for himself to be a permanent party member. He seems pretty good. Air Age. We're off to dinner at the restaurant. I wonder what kind of dishes we'll get. How exciting. No calories for me. Alright. Gonna remind myself after this battle. Turn off transformation animation. We can combo. I'm fine with that. Dirtbags really made a mess here. Don't think you're getting out alive. Wow, it killed. Wow. That's disrespectful.
Excuse me.
Angel Souffle? Or Soulful? 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 Plus 25 kilocalories. Whoa. Heck yeah. Nano3. You'd think this elevator guy would be, you know, like, where are you getting all these keys from? Property. And we've been in all those except for 903. Got room for you to do a punt or two, or that's all booked for today? The JRPG's at it again. You had asked a question yesterday, Mr. JRPG, that I did not respond to out loud, but I did read it. And it was, when am I going to play Lunar 2? And my answer to that question is I have never played a Lunar game in my entire life, but I own Lunar Silver Star Story or something like that for the PSP. I tried playing it on stream a really long time ago. Couldn't really get into it. So I set it down, but it's a game that I want to go back to. And I have no idea if Lunar Silver Star Story or whichever one it is that I have no idea if that game is like all the Lunar games in one game, or if it's its own game. You know, I don't know anything about that. But you are free to recommend it with viewer request points. And we can get around to it someday. After I take a look at it, of course. There was one game. There was one game that was on the list it was recommended a long time ago, but nobody put any points towards it. And I was looking at it, and I was like, I was doing my rounds to check on prices of things and whatnot, and I saw the price of that game, It was like $250. I was like, yep, nope. Not playing that game.
Rage against the machine.
I mean, I've been playing stuff from the tour lately. What do you mean lately? Technically, I'm not even playing a game for the tour right now. Or like, if you want to go that route, I've been playing tour games for a ridiculously long time. You know, like an absolutely positively ridiculous amount of time. Because every JRPG, almost, is on the tour list. He's dead, isn't he? He's totally dead. Hilda has to resurrect him. Uh-oh, some points getting thrown out there for Bug Fables. Some points for Shining Force. The game that will never be played because it just keeps getting knocked down. Did I reduce how many 1Ks can be redeemed? I think it's 3 per stream. I do not, off the top of my head, I don't know if it's per user or per stream, but based off of the interaction there, it looks like it's per stream. And if I were to think back to my justification for something like that, it would be so that the status quo doesn't stay the same, I guess. You know, it's an odd number. In that case, you'll redeem in advance. I've actually been thinking about reducing the number of 1000s redeemable as well. To just one. You know, that way it forces somebody to, hey, did you see that? See what? I'm gonna play dumb with me, you saw it, and now you gotta die. That way it forces somebody to spend more points to get an advantage, you know? I mean. don't be too surprised if that occurs sometime down the road. I still haven't turned off transformation thingamabobbers yet. Holy cow. What I was not hoping for. Are you just being outside the area? I gotta spend lots of mana on this. Now, instead of keeping track of how many you're behind, you can keep track of how many you're ahead. Although that makes it kind of unfair for others. It's how the point system is constructed. You're rewarded for being here for the stream. And I personally don't think there's anything unfair about that. Especially since the way the structure is. Like, the points don't expire, you know? So, you know, eventually, at some point, that game, oh my gosh, I screwed that up big time. Eventually, at some point, the game is going to get played. It may take a ridiculous amount of time. But, you know. See, I only got one right there. What's going on? Room 4, question mark, question mark. Axel promotes the chaos? Of course I do. There's absolutely no way that I could just not promote the chaos. Y'all gotta spend your points. Now the plan here is have you guys spend all of your points. That way you have no more points. It's an ingenious plan. Nothing could go wrong. I will say there is like a small-ish caveat. I don't know if this is 100% a thing, but it's possible that there's an expiration date on Twitch's end for requests. Because the way that I work it out is that I don't you're gonna die. I don't redeem or like I don't actually take away the points until I play the game. Maybe it's where I'm whatchamacallit. Alright, let's try Arc here. So, like, I have a billion requests for other games, but I could have sworn there was a game that was requested before, and I didn't see the points for it. It was really, really strange. Talking about how you want to apply the pity points. Thought the 1,000 was per user. Well, again, if I were to try to explain what the decision would be if I were to make that decision, which apparently I did, I definitely did not get that last one. I personally don't like the idea of spending or putting in a lot of time into putting small amounts of points towards things. Just, you know, why you don't see things like 500 points or something like that. He was the guest in the black suit. I'm gonna assume that I was on the right one there. I think I need to mark. I don't see my bot saying there was a mark here. Oh, it was way up there. Oh, I need to mark 12 minutes ago. Just put a mark there. We'll get you to spend your points, Aratu. It'll happen. Give it some time. You know, maybe one day I'll buy the Yuffie Moogle costume, and that will inspire people. Am I supposed to be on this floor? Yeah, the mariachi, you escaped. Yeah, unless you want to die, move. Don't be stupid. I'll finish you right here, right now. Just disappointing. Once you see the fours, you can't unsee the fours. Let's do a double. Heal yourself and attack this guy. Ah! Sucks. Let's do a double where you heal Johnny and then you attack this guy. Got two that time. How do you comp this song? I'm gonna try to be greedy here. Oh, I forgot he had the thing, and I forgot he had it too late, and suckers. Sucker fool, sucker fool. Alright, you see them now? I assumed he did something off clip. Yep, gotta be careful. Back when Grayson used to do the Wednesday stream. I got one that time. It doesn't make any sense. If you say I'm gonna get 2 calories, I'm expecting 2 calories. And so when I get 1 calorie, I don't know how to interpret that information. That look like 9 floors to anybody else? Those guys, what's taking them so long? Boss, look like they've started tearing the place apart. About time, let's get in on it too. $1,004. Y'all don't have any calories. I'm not gonna waste my time with y'all. I just remembered. Turn off. There we go. I remembered, everybody. I remembered. I did it. You imbecile. You really have gone and stepped in it this time, kid. We're going to put you in a body bag. Body bag. Body bag. Body bag. Nobody gets that reference, but it's okay. Because I get it. Anytime I make a reference about hip-hop, we're just like, what is this guy talking about? Dark. Hit y'all with the light. Got one. I attacked that guy so that she would kill him, because I knew she wouldn't kill the other guy. Sucks. Nothing in here, huh? Okay. I'm still being remodeled. I was given strict orders by the manager not to let anyone enter. Please, leave. Take me down to the first floor. These. Got a little bit of money. Let me buy 3 tents. I think I'm gonna buy a bunch of these. Hope for 20% off. Oops. And for you, Wanted to upgrade somebody's. Don't remember whose it was though. Definitely wanted to do something like that, but I don't remember. Was there a guy that lost his key? I don't remember. I bought some tents just for this occasion. Gonna do a safety mark.